Artist and small business owner Kate Hewlett has always loved clothes.
Clothes are particularly a woman's identity, you know, and it is a big part of all our lives.
But she's set herself a challenge.
It's only a year. We're already a month in. I can do it. No more clothes. This year, no clothes.
A passionate environmentalist, she's been horrified by images of discarded Australian clothes going to landfill in poorer countries.
It just didn't sit right with me that I was preaching, you know, for the environment on one hand and then look at my new dress, look at my new dress, look at my new dress every week. So I thought, you know, I've got to take a stand.
Research shows that on average Australians are buying about 56 items of clothing each year, while over 220,000 tonnes of clothing goes to landfill and only 7,000 tonnes is recycled.
We need to transform and we need to, you know, you need to operate within planetary boundaries. We can't just keep using resources as if it's infinite. It's just not reality.
The Fashion Council will launch a scheme soon to cut waste and boost recycling.
We really are sort of also saying to government, we need it to be co-regulated. That's where we know you get maximum impact.
Gordon Renouf runs a website that rates clothing brands on their sustainability. He says the new scheme is a start, but the industry's carbon emissions, pollution and treatment of workers also need to be addressed.
Australia should watch what's happening in the US and the UK and Europe and generally seek to enact similar laws so we have a level playing field.
And he says marketing has to change.
I do think that strategies that encourage consumers to not regard clothing as throwaway are really at the heart of what we need to do.
Ellie Sumner is one of Australia's growing number of sustainable designers. Her garments are homemade out of linen, a natural fibre that's biodegradable, and she composts her offcuts to minimise waste.
I like to pride my business on selling the process just as much as the product and educating the public on why it's important to spend more money on a product.
She'd like to see regulations to create a level playing field.
I would love to see regulations. I think there are businesses that are ahead of the curve and they are setting the standard, but it would be really nice to have the government enforcing that so that we're not getting as much waste as we currently have.
And I just thought I would wear it more if it had shorter sleeves. So I just cut them. So they're just kind of not cap sleeves, but just kind of that length.
In the meantime, Kate's repairing and altering her existing wardrobe, a practice the Fashion Council says it will be promoting in a coming national awareness campaign about reducing clothing waste. Claire Moody, ABC News.